Welcome back, YouTube and Tower Defenders. Ethan DX back again with another Evolution series. We are on week 42, or episode 42. It'll be the first full week of October. Fall is in the air. Let's get into it. I'm doing a quick run at the moment, so we're going to do, it's been a few videos since I followed up. We've done a lot of labs since the last time I did one of these, so I wanted to catch up. We're currently running a tier 13, and we're trying it as a full farm spec because it's currently the day after patch 27.1 went out to most of us, and apparently it's bugged on tier 12. I ran a tier 12 last night. We'll see that in the run tracker through the roof, but people in the Discord are saying that it's bugged, so we'll see where that goes. So I was like, I can't do another 12-hour run. That's going to take up my entire Sunday. So I just went ahead and we'll just do a tier 13 and see what happens. So here we are. Got all the perks, so everything's maxed out. We at 489 trillion health now, almost at half a trillion. That's with the coin trade-off and the region trade-off health perks. So almost half a trillion there, or half a Q there. 500. Let's look at the damage. We are over 500 billion now. That's with the amp strike proc. There it is. 100 billion, 105 billion without amplify, or amplify strike, yeah. Attack speeds 47.93. We did some enhancements. I need to get crit chance on my add-on here, or my mod. Crit factor 95. I want to say it was like 70 something, right? High 70s last time. I should have looked at that. I don't think anyone else down. If you super crits now 32.63 and chance is 27 or 22.7. We're running a little bit of that too. I did put a couple clicks into health regen and health in the enhancements. So here's where we're at on that, which is what brought that up. Thorns 116 with that relic we recently got. That was cool. Yeah, nothing else changed there too much. And we're at 49.95 attack skip still. So, new battle reports is pretty cool. So we can see coins per hour. Right now I'm at 2.64 trillion. That's really good. I haven't looked at this. So, I want to see what these cells come out to per hour when this run's done. But that's almost viable. Well, depending if that tier 11 was a fluke. We'll get into that after this run ends. It went through the roof. But before that happened, before patch 27.1, that would be a good around 2.7, 2.8 trillion an hour would be a good coin farm. So, and having a short run would be nice. So I don't think the cells will be there though, as this is only at not even 4,500 yet. But yeah, we're currently in full farm spec. So like I said, I am using the coin trade-offs. We got the black hole permanent, and then the cards are my farming cards with coins. So not the milestone or tournament setup like the last time. I just did this a little bit ago, and Barely broke it up, I think. Well, we'll see. We're going to get to all that. I'm going to let you guys get back to it and let this run finished, and then we'll jump into the stats for the week. All right, we back. That run ended. It was freaking awesome. I didn't leave it up because we have battle stats now, or whatever it's called. Battle history. So there's my battle history of what I got in here so far. I started this tier 12 run last night before bed, not knowing that they say it's bugged. So I ended up going way further than I wanted to. But it was okay. It ended like pretty much right as I was waking up in the middle of the morning. So I was able to restart this tier 13. Let's check it out here. Where? Oh, they moved it down. It's down more. 2.9. Oh, I guess it's on the front. Yeah, I'm an idiot. 2.98 trillion. Almost 3 trillion. So that was freaking awesome. As long as this one's not bugged and should be staying, I can definitely do this. I can run this when I need to do, it was like 7 hours. Yeah, it took 7 hours. So if I need to do a short run in between stuff, I can easily throw on a tier 13 run for 7 hours, like if I have a tournament coming up or something like that. So that's really cool. Really, really cool. Like I said, I think tier 12 they said is a little buggy, and they're gonna have to adjust it from what the Discord is saying. We'll see what happens with that. Let's jump into the stats. Boom, 3.04 Q. So we're up a Q. I want to say we did about half a Q last week. It was 2.59, so close to half a Q. 500 trillion. The stones were 12,556. Now we're at 13,151. So those are steadily going up too. Let's jump down to the waves. Boom, tier 13. 530. Oh yeah, well I guess you just saw that I ran the tier 13. Earlier this week I ran a tier 13 milestone and found that I could do that pretty easily. So I got that relic. I forgot that was going to be part of the update, but I kind of got ahead of that because I ended up farming it. So that feels weird. Feels weird getting the relic and then immediately going, let's try doing a farm run. But I guess changes happen, right? We'll see if they readjust 13. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, got that coin relic. Sick. I didn't do anything else yet. I might do, maybe this week we'll try going to 17. See if I haven't done a 16 in a while. There's nothing really any fun after tier 15, except for maybe some stones and stuff, which, stones and gems. But there's nothing fun to unlock until we can get to sys mods. So, maybe we'll just, try to see if I can get into tier 17 and how far up that can go. I might do a short stream. We'll see. Now that I've been doing these streams on the channel, I kind of get lost in these videos because I've talked about some stuff a little bit to people that watch the live stream. They've already seen some of this sneak peek. Let's look at the, especially these tournaments. Check out the tournament history. Last video was the 4th and the 5th weekend. I'm not sure when exactly I recorded it, so it would have been here. Okay. Yeah, so we're still two apart. This one was crazy. If you guys watched the stream, I got 16-17. It was freaking awesome. Let me dig up some screenshots. Because it's crazy. Hold on. All right, here's the tournament, how it shook out at the end. I took a screenshot with 1 hour left. Nothing changed. So we were 6-17. You guys that were with me live, it was a good stream. We did a lot of interactions. You guys were very chatty, so that was awesome. Keeping me distracted from where the rest of these guys in the bracket were. Look at this craziness. Anyway, I saw some other screenshots from some guildies. Not guildies, people in that Discord. I guess one of them was a guildmate, but people were posting their screenshots of their brackets. I think one of them, maybe two of them, I might have stayed in the top 4 with 1600. I think actually 2 of them I would have. But the bottoms of them are just as crazy. Check this out. Yeah, check out the bottom of this bracket. This one's not mine. Milkman in the Discord, he posted this screenshot. I think mine had a guy 816 falling into platinum. But look at this, 936. The guy got 936 and he's falling to platinum. This guy is a 3-year veteran with a 882, which is respectable right now. It's respectable, and he's falling to platinum. Crazy times. It's rough out there. Shout out to the bros in the Discord sharing your stuff. I'd like to keep up with everyone. It's been fun. Man, it's crazy. Hopefully they'll get us to get some stuff to fix this soon. And what I mean by fix, like maybe open up a new bracket. Maybe not like crazy rewards in the new bracket, so incrementally go up, because you don't want to fatten up the top guys too much. They're already way ahead of all of us right now. But we want to get that up a little bit, right? So that way we can get them out of the leagues, that make some room for everyone. Because I feel bad for those guys, like that 800 dude going to platinum. That platinum bracket is going to be rough. Poor platinum guy. Here's the history for a while. It's been about 2 months of getting to Legends. And about 2 months before that, since the last platinum. But I'll definitely be in Legends for a while, I think. Alright, let's get to this event. So the event's all cleaned out. Did everything except for... I'm going to clean up this death ray here soon. The demon mode and the nuke I'll work on here before I do the next farm today. Probably while the video's doing its thing. I picked up the whatever it's called, the event boost thing here. First time doing that. It's pretty sick. It was nice getting that many medals. I was able to buy the last range that I needed for my golden bot. And I still have almost 1,000 medals to go. So I'm going to wait and see what comes out next, if there's going to be relics with the next week or not. And then I'll probably upgrade something over here. But I didn't mention it last week because I kind of forgot that, because I've mentioned before, we're in the streams, I'll kind of talk to people and forget things that I was going to talk about in the video. Like the event last week was brand new. These were the first week this is the first event as a repeat for me. So these came out when I started playing last time, and I didn't have the medals to buy them. So I still had to buy them, but it was like the first time I've seen something again. And I had already earned the acorn, so all I had to do is buy the scarf. So that was pretty cool. I just bought the scarf, and the acorn was already owned. So I have a feeling going forward, obviously been about a year, so I'm going to start seeing the repeats now. So I'm going to start being able to take these medals and put them into the bot. But right now, I'm holding out to see what happens next week. If the next one's another repeat and I don't need to buy anything, and it's the first one that I bought, we'll see. I think Halloween was the first one I bought, skin-wise. But it's going to be pretty cool when I don't have to buy stuff. I know some people were, I heard someone was bummed. I can't remember whose video it was, and they were kind of bummed about it, but I'm looking forward to not having to buy stuff. We can check out the guild. We'll just move down the list. Season 5 is coming soon. Oh yeah, 6 hours. Should I wait for this video? No, we'll put that in next week's video. So next week we'll have the new guild season. Because yeah, that'll be too late. I don't want to have to try to upload it before bed. I'm already tired. Long day today. But yeah, everyone's doing good. We got all the boxes. I need to upgrade my... Well, you know what? Maybe I'll hold off on these bits for now and see. Because we have a new chip coming. We'll talk about that. Bought out everything here. Yeah, so we'll cut across over here. And go... What are we going to go to? Here. No new mail. Oh yeah, it's over here. Patch notes. So, I don't know when he's going to upload it, but Strom and I did a new tower cast yesterday. And we basically just was shooting the breeze and just went through the patch notes and like read them and talked about what we thought about it and things that were, you know, added to the game. And so we kind of just went through a whole patch note thing. But it was led into tangents about other discussions. But so I won't go through it in depth here. Because check out that tower cast if you're interested. And you guys all know the drill. You've seen the patch notes. But I am excited about... I mentioned in the video with him, we were talking about the summons here. And I was like, you notice the wording of this? It summons 2 enemies every second. During the summon duration, all enemies killed receive a cash bonus. This wording here, provide, received, there's a typo. Something's not right. I'm not sure what we're... All enemies killed receive a cash bonus. So I'm not sure what they mean by this. But the key things I was pointing out was here we have during the summon duration, all enemies. It doesn't say summoned enemies. It says all enemies killed. So we'll see what this, if there's some correction in the wording, because I don't understand what that means there. But when there's clarification on that, we'll see. But I'm expecting that sounds like it's going to be like a little, you know, project funding boost, little project funding chip. So that'd be cool. And then the buy 10 more was awesome. Excited for that. And of course the revamping the tiers, whatever it was. Yeah, the scaling early and mid-game tiers. So that's where I think people were saying the bug for tier 12 came up. That it shouldn't have gone that high. And the damage and the health and damage is scaling not quite right. And then again, the adding of the battle log is cool. Take a look over here at the workshop. I don't think I put anything in these recently, just because we let them max out in the runs. Eventually, I'll get around to getting this where it doesn't need to max out, and then I might unlock Ren armor because then I'll let free ups work on that. But I don't care about that. Health's 57. Well, 12. Yeah, so all this is the same. I haven't put anything else into this in a bit. And if anything, I'm going to need to up these guys. They're still 25 and 335 for the tax skips. The enhancements, though, is what we unlocked. I did enough. I put enough into it to get attack speed plus. So we're at 111 of that right now. And I think I just kind of across the board brought up damage, crit factor, and super crit multiplier. And then health, and defense did the same thing. I brought up health, regen, wall health, and then got orb size to like 1.15 just to see. It went up a little bit. I don't know if I should really worry about investing into that right now, as it's like orbs are. I mean, doing permanent black hole and orbs are just killing everything anyway. So I don't think the size makes a difference until later when I'm worried about hitting the bosses and the elites and things. I'm sure. And then utility level skips is going to be on pause for a minute until 300 trillion is a more comfortable earn where I can get close to that in a day or two, and then I'll probably do some more level skips. Until then, I'm going to put some more back into cells and coins soon. So right now I just gonna save this for a moment and think about it, because I think I might want to still work on tournament stuff, meaning the attack and defense enhancements, but definitely want to get back into that. And then over on the ultimate weapons front, on the verge of ready to do something. I got 1747 stones. So what I'm thinking of doing is bringing down the cooldowns. A couple clicks each. I don't know. I'm gonna do some more math and thinking. Definitely, this is better to bring down than to bring this up at the moment. But I need to get my duration up as well. But right now, 300 stones in duration, I think it was like 6 seconds, so that it is like 10 seconds to bring it down here. So definitely I think it would be better investment to put it in the cooldown rather than duration. And then I also want to put a little in the bonus too. So I'm thinking, because the economy needs to get jumping again. I haven't really focused on that in a while, so thinking that's where I'm gonna put the stones for a little bit. But I can't really bring down the cooldown of GT unless I bring down Death Wave. So there's that. That's why I'll probably do a little duration mixed in once I bring these guys down some. I'll still consider it before I do anything. And then eventually we'll pick up a new ultimate weapon. Cards, though, that's where I think, and then also I'm on the fence on if I should get recovery package mastery. Everyone, it's the first one everyone wants to get. It's probably a good idea, and just to get them going and start stacking up those mods early. The shards earlier than later. But outside that, I haven't given it too much of a thought on which ones to pick first. Just because the stone investment. I want to still work on the ultimate weapons before I work on these guys. And then over on the modules, nothing's changed since last week, so we'll just do a quick look at them real quick. We got Amplifying Strike. I'm using that for farming and for tournaments right now. We got the Galaxy Compressor for the tournament, or for farming, with the Primordial Collapse and the Sharp Fortitude. So nothing's changed on any of those. And then I'm using the Dim Core. I got 100 times Death Wave damage, significantly more hit points in the tournaments. That was a big jump in there. I was rolling for, I think, Chain Lightning damage, or I don't know. I just kind of was hitting random roll myself, and I landed on that, and I was like, we're sticking with it because I was done spending too much. I don't want to spend too much stones or reroll shards on it until it's ancestral anyway. So got 100 times Death Wave damage. Definitely is hit my hit points up some. Multiverse has those dealios on it. Pulsar Harvester. I'd like to get this ancestral. This seems to be a good mod for EHP and Champion League for now. So, and I'd like to obviously get some more project funding. Yeah, those are the main ones. The rest of this I'm not really working on right now. I do have a black hole digester, but using permanent black hole is better right now. My golden bot's not synced up because I was using G comp for so long. And then we're gonna save these stones for the new assist mod. The new restorative bonus mod. It's gonna be an assist mod effectively, right? Those kinds of effects that it's gonna have with the flat 50% attack speed, and then it's going to go down based on the seconds, like it was 15, 20, 25, 30 seconds, and then it'll degrade over the next 60 seconds until you get another care package. And I definitely get more than one care package, or well, I get at least one care package every 60 seconds, so it's just going to be always up. It's just a matter of how long until it starts degrading. So any of them would be good as like you just throw that on an assist. It would be awesome. I can't imagine using it as your main mod, but like as an assist to project funding, that sounds pretty good. I don't know. There's probably other combos. We'll see. But you can still pull anything while you're doing it. Well, anything besides the Amp Strike and the Primordial Collapse, but we'll be able to pull anything else. So I don't think I'm going to go for Ancestral off of it, but at least a Mythic. I want to get at least 4 of them maybe. Lab front. That's what we're currently running. Lab speed's 93. Can't wait until that's freaking done. Currently have super crit chance and multiplier running together. I was thinking to get that like around 10, maybe 15. We'll see how long it's taken at 10. Kill coin bonus 90. Can't wait till that's done. Once those 2 are done, it's going to free up both those slots, and it's going to feel great. I'll be able to do a lot more stuff. I have range running right now, just because I don't know. People were talking about extra range in the tournament, so I threw range on there for a little bit. I want to put wave requirement on there too. That will help me get those perks earlier in these higher tiers. So that way I'm getting all the max perks well before I get to the 4,000 range or whatever. But that's not a constant. I'm not worried about that yet. That'll be once I have some extra room. And then someone was mentioning lab coin discount, so I can get ahead of the masteries. So I'm definitely going to do that. Probably when I free up some extra slots again, I'll throw that on. Maybe replacing one of the lab speed or something. Because I'm not ready to buy card mastery, but get ahead of when I'm ready to buy card mastery. Here's where the main research is at. We'll scroll through everything. I haven't really been in here, I don't think, in depth. We're at 50 damage. Oh, let's look at history before I scroll through everything. And of course, we're back in 2024. What happens when you guys that are like been playing for 3 years and this happens? Holy moly. Well, sure none of y'all are watching me, but if you've been playing forever and this happens, it must be really annoying. Alright, 10-4 I think it was. Yeah, around there, 10-4 or so. So I think, yeah, because I was running that last week, had the core ban on there, continued running it till we got to 50. Kept the kill bonus on there. I don't think we see, oh yeah, Death Wave Health. I put Death Wave Health in, got that up to 20 because I wanted to just round it out. So now it's 1,000. And that's when I swapped in. After Death Wave Health is when I put range on. Look how fast is range going. And once they got to 50 crit factor and damage, that's when I put the super crit multipliers on. I'll probably go back when those guys are 10 to 15, depending how fast. If it starts getting slow, we might go a little higher, I don't know, but we'll probably not. I'll go back to damage and crit factor a bit. But that's where the damage is coming from now, so finally did it. Here's the defense. 61 health, 75 health regen. Max wall health. We got a 10 rebuild, 20 wall regen, 12 wall thorns, 42 wall fort, Feel pretty good with the wall. I don't know what else I really want. I feel like just, if anything, maybe more health. And I love regen, so maybe a little bit more health in regen. But I don't know about doing any more wall regen. It's already 200%. In 20 days is quite a lot, so I don't know if I think I might be good on E hit points here, or wall hit points. We'll see. Utility. Don't think I need to pick up any of this recovery package stuff, or interest, or cash things. Ultimate weapon stuff's all done, except for Death Wave health, but that's pretty much done. I think 1,000's good. Not hitting that in tournaments. I think I got to like 8 times 7.5 or 7.04 or something like that. 7.4. I don't remember exactly. Maybe I should put some of this back on. Would that help in tournaments? Does this help in tournaments? The scatter amp? On the fence about getting the demon mode. If I can get that down some, I know there's some benefit about popping that a little early and getting it ready and stuff. Down the road. Feel good on bands. Maybe some golden bot duration. And module effects. So I thought about putting in core armor, cannon, and generator bands, but right now I want other stuff to go. Maybe when I'm rolling those other slots down below, but right now I really don't feel like that they're that important of stats. The core, like those first 4 stats you can want, those, and they're not that expensive. Or they're not that expensive to roll. After that is kind of gravy on top, except for the core. That one seems to have like tons of stuff. You know, I want all the ultimate weapon stats. So if anything, I might get another core effect band. But I might pick up these guys eventually. That's where the labs are at. I think that's where everything's at. Did we cover everything? So I'm not going to pull any gems today. We're going to save that and do it next week. Oh, the run tracker. Here, let's go look at that. All right. So with the run tracker now, or the battle history in game, I may not need the run tracking tool as much for my needs. I know a lot of other people like to dive into the data more, but I'm kind of just keeping track of the coins per hour. And, well, cells per hour doesn't show up there, but we could always do the manual math. But it's also kind of nice to look back at the history a little, on the web. And so I'll probably still keep doing it for a bit. But here, and leaving notes, too, for what I've found some stuff. So here's where we posted last. And then immediately after that, look, tier 11, 8K. 8K. I was like, what is going on? I could not figure it out. I could put question marks. I even got the tier 13 relic. I put it all. I ran all tournament stuff, and we got the tier 13 relic then. But I could not figure out why I was getting 8K. And then I fixed it. It was a card. I somehow swapped free ups with defense. I noticed it when I was randomly on my defense tab, and I'm like, why am I not at 98% defense and I have all the perks? Because if you look at it during a run and I don't have all the perks and I don't see 98%, you don't think nothing of it. Maybe I just haven't gotten the defense perk yet. But it slipped my mind, and it slipped my mind because I don't use free ups in the runs anymore for farming because I'm going to get everything anyway, and I'm not using Black Hole Digester. So, but it was such a common card to have, always using, right? It's on my tournament one. I always make sure it's equipped. I was using it for farming for a long time, so seeing it in the list didn't throw me for a loop. And I kept looking over everything. I'm like, the mods are leveled, the cards are the correct. I could not. It's funny it took that long. It's a little embarrassing, but I left it in there. I could have deleted that, but I left it in the history. Yeah, I could not. I was like, question mark, what was going on? After we fixed it, things went back to normal. Coins per hour just steadily kept increasing up to this new max here a few days ago of 0.89 or 2.89 on tier 11, 2.8 per hour on tier 12, and then 27.1 hit, and that's where those two runs we just saw in the history now. So we'll see if this was a fluke when they adjust when there's a new patch and it's adjusted. I'm kind of hoping it's not a fluke too much, or at least not too much. I mean, this is look at this coins per hour, crazy. But I really didn't want to go that far, to be fair. This is really far. We'll see. But this here going seven hours is pretty good. Kind of makes me think that this isn't too far off. Yes, they may have overdone some modifications or something, but I don't think it's too far off if I did this as a 13 with the full, unless they broke 13 too. But I haven't run an 11. Maybe that's what I'll do after today. Yeah, maybe tonight I'll run an 11 and see if 16 hours later it's you know what we're at. But yeah, we're looking good. Alright guys, well thanks for following along. If you like what you saw, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment if you have some kind of feedback, but saw anything that I should be adding to what I should do next. Thanks for guys for following along and interacting at the stream. If you haven't caught a stream yet, keep an eye out. Trying to for next few weeks anyway. We're gonna see how the schedule at work works out, but I'm gonna try to do one on Saturday. But otherwise, links in the description if you want to join us in Discord, and I will see you next week. Take it easy. Peace.